Hey there guys, Wally Cuber here. Today I'm going to be reviewing the ShengShou Mirror Blocks cube. So here it is in the box. It's got the skill level, 3 out of 5 stars. It says Mirror Magic Cube, and then there's ShengShou Cube. It's got a bunch of Chinese all over it too. So, opening the box. Now right out of the box, I noticed that it was a little bit heavier than a Zenshi. I mean, it's not very much, but it's just a little bit, maybe like 4 or 5 grams. I mean, I don't even think you could detect it, but I noticed it just a little bit. And it's also the same size. It's 57 millimeters. So let's get these right next to each other. You can see that it's the same size, but the cubies obviously are different size. And as soon as I turned it, I thought, wow, that is so much better than I expected, because it's very quiet. It's very, very, very smooth. I mean, I could just do this all day. And the noise wouldn't get annoying because there's not much of it. It's just a little bit. And I actually am comparing it to a mirror cube that I got a few years back for my birthday. That was this one. Let's see if I can get them both showing on the same side. Yeah, there we go. So this one, you can see that the stickers are more reflective versus brushed. It looks like it's brushed aluminum on the ShengShou, and I actually like the ShengShou stickers more. And also the turning is better. So this one is smooth, it's really nice. And this one, it's almost a workout. It's like a Rubik's brand, but it's not a Rubik's brand because it would have been more expensive. I think this was like $4 or something off Amazon. I don't know where my parents got it. But you know, I had no idea that they could be very good because it's a weird mechanism. It's a weird shape. So I kind of looked past it. But now I have this thing, and it is so impressive. I was very, very impressed. It really wants to move. It doesn't just move, it wants to move. And it does do a little bit of corner cutting. Maybe like a half a cubie. A little more. Oh yeah, it goes a little, it probably goes about 4/5 of a cubie. Maybe a little more, no. Yeah, probably about 3/4 of a cubie. About right there. It cuts. So, and then there's the reverse corner cutting. You don't really need it for this. There's not much of it at all, but that's kind of characteristic of ShengShou cubes, is what it seems. But I don't really try to speed solve this anyways, so I don't really need corner cutting. And it doesn't catch at all. I mean, the only thing is if you don't turn it all the way, I wouldn't really call that catching. I would just say that inadequate cubing. And it hasn't popped at all either. I mean, and it's difficult to take a piece out. I wanted to take a piece out to look at the mechanism, and to see how the pieces compared to other cubes, and it was hard to get the piece out. So yeah, you don't have to worry about popping either, and you can adjust the tensions as well. So you turn aside, and you can get underneath a cap, so like that, and then the screw's all the way down there. Let's put that back on there. Now I'm gonna try to take an edge out and show you the mechanism here. Don't want to break it though. There we go. So there's an edge. It looks kind of it looks like it's a really small on the inside. It looks like it has a tiny core and it has a tiny, just tiny everything. And then when you look at the corner pieces, it kind of looks like a Diane. Here, let me get some pieces out of this. So you can see that the corner looks like somewhat of a smaller version of a Zanchi corner, but it kind of sticks out, it comes up a bit more. So there, this goes probably like 3 millimeters, 2 or 3 millimeters. This one goes like 2.5 to 3.5 millimeters. I don't know, something, just a little bit more. And then this is really, really thin here versus thick here. I mean, you wouldn't, I don't think you could expect it to be thick with all these tiny pieces. So let me try to take some more pieces out and show you guys more of the mechanism. It's a different core. It's kind of smooth looking. It looks like it was, I don't know how to describe it, but it's definitely different. So let's, knocked a piece over there. Alright, there's the core. So you can see that it's a really kind of strange looking core. It's still got that basic shape that you would expect, but at the same time it looks like almost a sculpture, because it looks like it was just sanded really well and just smooth. It's very, very smooth looking. So I haven't actually taken it all apart like this yet. I wanted to save that for the video. So yeah, and you can take this, the smallest cap is kind of different too in the way it holds on. So every other cap holds on, or clings on like that. It's got a little kind of protrusion here, and it sticks out, and you put that in and it holds in with tension. But here, on the smallest one, it's got these little, I don't know what you would call them. I want to say prongs, but I'm pretty sure that's the wrong word. But it's got these things, and they just all four fit into these little holes here. It's kind of like a table, I guess. So then you put those in there. So I'm gonna put this back together and then come back to you guys. Okay, so I have it back together, and I'm just gonna get to you with the final verdicts here. But first, it was difficult to put back together. It was kind of like a jigsaw puzzle. It was an interesting experience, because you would think you would have this piece and then you would put this piece in the wrong spot, and it was kind of strange. And then the last edge too. You have to make sure that it's the small face, that it's on the shortest face, and the longest of those four edges. So this one, and then you would turn it to here, which is the smallest corner. So you would turn it to where the smallest corner was, and then push it back in. I don't really want to take it apart again because it wasn't very, I mean, it's just not something that I would enjoy. So I think it was a fun puzzle, and I definitely recommend it if you like to have these shape-shifting puzzles. Then absolutely, I think it's a great buy. And it does provide a different kind of challenge. It is, because instead of colors, you base it all on shape. So it requires a different thought process. Sorry, I accidentally messed it up a bit while I was talking. It requires a different thought process. So instead of thinking, or instead of looking at it and saying, oh, that goes there, you got to kind of match up the sizes. So it's more trial and error than let's do this. I can see the whole solve in my head. So I mean, I like solving it. It's kind of fun. It definitely takes me a bit longer because it's a different thought process. But I mean, once you like the first time you solve the 3x3, the regular 3x3, it gets easier. Once you can wrap your head around it, it gets easier. And really, that's all this is a 3x3. I'm not sure if I've said that, but this is it's just a 3x3 with sizes instead of colors. So anyways, there's the, oh, that's kind of fun. There's the ShengShou Mirror Cube. ShengShou Mirror Blocks cube. I'm going to put it here in a checkerboard so you can see how cool that looks. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video.